400 years ago, just like today, higher education could be obtained at a university. Students, some of whom could be as young as 11 years old, began their studies by gaining an overview of various fields. At that time, students didn't have any kind of basic education comparable to today, so before choosing a specialization, they had to undergo a longer preparation. However, for university admission, a clear understanding of Latin was required, and proficiency in this language, along with general knowledge and perspectives, was assessed during the entrance examination. European universities had 4 faculties: theology, medicine, law, and philosophy. The philosophy faculty was the most diverse in content. Its role was to prepare new students by having them acquire the fundamental truths of the time. By origin, most students were of Swedish and German descent. Among them were mostly descendants of clergy, government officials, and burghers. In rare cases, peasants could also attend university. The proportion of nobility among students varied greatly across Europe and depended largely on the university's prestige. During this time, young nobles still preferred to achieve fame in military service. Student life could be quite challenging. In the Swedish realm, university students were part of the cityscape, renting apartments from townspeople and working various jobs to make a living. University education was not cheap. In addition to living expenses, tuition fees had to be paid, which were quite costly for the time. Teaching was conducted in 2 ways. Firstly, lectures, where professors dictated textbooks that students transcribed. Specialized books were scarce, so copying them by hand was crucial for obtaining an education. Secondly, there were disputations. 2 students debated face-to-face on a chosen topic, attempting to prove their excellent understanding of the subject. But, as young people often do, they also wanted to have some fun. It's known that they engaged in revelry, often disrupting the peace of the townspeople. Therefore, it's no surprise that universities needed their own jail rooms where they locked students for minor offenses. It must be noted that not everyone was allowed to attend university. Only men could be students, and women's education in the 17th century consisted of home learning. In Swedish history, it's known that noble women were primarily taught Christian moral norms, as they were expected to become good mothers and wives. They learned mathematics and accounting to manage the financial aspect of their future household. Burgher women also were taught reading, writing, and skills related to accounting, so they could assist in their husbands' workshops or trades in the future. During this time, more attention was also given to the education of the lower class. The goal was for every person to be able to read the Bible independently. This meant that the Bible needed to be translated into the local language. The Bible was translated into Swedish in 1541, into Finnish in 1642, and in 1686, the New Testament was translated into South Estonian.